my name is Jeff Fassbinder with Align, and today I'd like to introduce the new Trex 150 DFC Combo. We are going to show the bind procedure with the MRS system on our 150, and we're going to utilize the Spectrum DX8 radio system doing both DSM2 and DSMX type protocol, and we're going to show those bind procedures with your 150 here. In addition, though, we're also going to show the Futaba FHSS protocol, which is available in the 14SG radio system here. And we're going to show those procedures. In addition to that, though, we're also going to show the setup for your radio from endpoint adjustments, dual rate expo, servo reversing, as well as gyro settings, pitch and throttle curves for both normal and idle up for each of the radio systems. You'll find that they're very unique as far as in the reverse functionality, but in all the other aspects of the radio programming, the numbers are actually very similar. So why don't you watch and enjoy. I'm going to get tight on this so you can see firsthand what needs to be done while binding to each of these radio systems. Before we get to binding procedure, we're going to do the simple programming that's required for your radio. On Futaba systems for FHSS, you'll use the following parameters. As far as for reverse, you'll see ailerons normal, elevators normal, throttle is reversed, rudder is normal, gyro is normal, and pitch is normal. These are the settings of reverse that you want to use with your radio. Next, we'll look at model type. In this case, on Swatch, we're using H1. H1 is the configuration that you want to use with the MRS 5-barless system. Next, we'll look at endpoint adjustment. And on endpoint adjustment, you'll notice that everything here is 100%. Ailerons 100, elevators 100, throttles 100%, and rudders 100%. Advancing to the next screen here. Gyro is set to 100, both sides, but you'll notice pitch is at 70. This is how you'll set the total pitch volume of your helicopter. So please take note of that. That's the only setting you really need to adjust, which makes it really easy to utilize the MRS system. The next thing we'll want to look at is our pitch curve. And pitch curve in the normal rate, one position being 44, second position being 52, third position being 74, fourth position being 84, and the fifth position being 93. As you can see, the pitch curve is very flat. This makes it very stable in hover and makes for it to be very smooth. Okay, let's look at our idle up. I'm going to select idle up. In idle up, you'll see we're just a straight linear line. You go in 0, 25, 50, 75, 100, and as far as the numbers in the radio, that reads 100, 50 positive, 0, negative 50, and negative 100. But the thing you want is a straight linear line. Now we're going to look at our throttle curve. Throttle curve, we'll see here, is a nice bell curve to it, or an end of a bell curve. We'll see 0, 42%, 65, 78%, and then 80% for your normal throttle curve values. Moving on to idle up, you'll notice we have a V curve here for inverted flight. So when you start from the bottom here, we're at 100%. At quarter stick, we're at 90% throttle. At mid stick, we're at 80% throttle. At 75% positive side, we're at 90% throttle. And at 100%, we're at 100% throttle. These settings will be utilized for flight with your T-Rex 150 DFC model. We're going to go down to our gyro. And as far as a gyro rate, this is depending on your flight style. Right now I have set up at 50% with heading hold enabled there. So this is the setting that I'm using currently for gyro rate. Again, dependent on head speed and your type of flying, you can adjust this to your flight style. Alright, all that we need to do now that we have the parameters in the radio, is go through the binding process. Now that we've programmed our radio with all the settings that are included with our manual, we are going to do the simple bind process with the Futaba FHSS system. All we'll need to do with our T-Rex is plug in the battery, and you're going to see a red light here. And when that red light turns green, we're going to press and hold set on the MRS unit here. We'll press and hold set, then let off, and then you'll notice both lights turn green. The swash dipped up and down, and now your system is fully functional. That's all that you need to do to bind to the T-Rex 150 MRS system.